Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's April 8th, 2024. It's going to be a pretty interesting day today. I'm going to try and transplant some of the honeyberry plants, but probably more significantly, potentially a better day today if the clouds aren't too bad. So we got lots of overcast clouds here. But this is the day of the total solar eclipse, which we're located in Oswego, New York. We're in the optimal path for experiencing a complete solar eclipse, where the moon will completely obscure the silhouette or the main body of the sun. Of course, the sun's 400 times bigger than the moon, but the Earth just happens to be about 400 times closer. The distance is about 400 times closer to the Earth than to equilibrate for the being able to completely obscure the sun. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's an overcast day today, so we'll see if we end up getting it. I may set the GoPro up to do a time lapse of the area if it looks like it, but it'll be tiny because, you know, the GoPro really doesn't shoot things at a great distance. And I didn't buy a solar filter for my big camera because this is so rare. I mean, the next time that this will happen is 375 years from now, so that'd be kind of an expensive one-time investment for me. Now, there will be total solar eclipses in different places on the Earth over the years, but being here, it's pretty rare. A few days ago, they actually mentioned that there would be I think they called it a state of emergency because they anticipated so many people traveling to this area. I think more people will be going to Mexico or down south, because there's less of a chance of it being overcast like it is here in central New York. So anyways, honeyberries, hiscaps, hascaps. So these are the honeyberry plants all around the perimeter here. And here's one. And what I'm going to do is thin them out, take every other one out, and start to move them over here. Get a few of them over in here along this side here. We'll see how it works out. So this is not good soil over here. This is sand on top of old wood chips. So if you watch the video 2 years ago, or a couple of videos where we're replacing and putting the kennel panels back up over here, we raised this area. That's when we went ahead and transplanted all of our thornless blackberry plants and the honeyberries along in here as well. So this has got really nice, beautiful, rich soil. There's a lot of sand here and wood chips. So the honeyberries are a perennial. They're often around some of the margins in the forested areas. And so we're going to use some fungally dominated soil. So this is the leaf mold, or composted leaves, that we got last fall. So in November, you may recall, we got several loads, dump truck loads from our town when they clean up the cemetery. So this is what the material looks like here. It certainly isn't broken down all the way. You could still see some of the leaf material in here, but the volume has decreased a lot. There are worms in here. Now, we did add some compost to it, but it's predominantly fungal dominated. So it's a mixture of bacterial and fungal in the soil succession. And I've made videos about soil succession in the past. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to go ahead and dig up some of the honeyberries, amend the soil with this material here, and transplant them to the other margins that I talked about around the fence there. So we'll see how this goes. Here we go. All right, I think I'll show you what we got accomplished so far. So there's a ton of more work to be done. Certainly lots of weeding to be done before we put down weed mats in the area. But last fall is when I dug out a few of these honeyberries to put up for propagation. So there's pruning that's got to be done on these. And today I took one out of here, a small branching one that started roots here as well. So having them spaced out will be better. I'll still have to come through and do some more. Like this one here, that's probably got roots on this section here, and I can divide that. I'll do that after doing some more weeding and getting the other ones. These two here are a little bit too close. So I'll have to move things around a little bit. I have to do some weeding first to see just where we will get the weed, what will get moved. I don't want to move things that aren't necessary to get moved. So we dug out the sand that was on the surface here, several inches of sand, spread that around, got down to the old wood chips, the decomposing wood chips down below. Then I added the leaf mold, compost material into the hole, transplanted the plant in, and then filled in the voids all around with each one of these. So this is about as close as I want them to get. They can get so that they're just making a hedgerow ultimately. They get pretty large. But I don't really want these ones to get all that large. So this is it. So I'm trying to keep in mind where the paths are, so I can make it through with it as everything grows. And then I've got to come over here and do some pruning on the thornless blackberry plants. I've got a few that are going to need to get tip rooted. So this one here already started getting tip rooted. So I'll do pruning, then I'll pot the base of some of these out and leave them over here. So we'll see how that goes. So that's another simple way of propagating them. And we'll have to see if some of these aren't going to make it as well. And I've got a whole bunch of bare root ones that I've got to dig up that can come over here. And this, we have a few that really need to be heavily pruned as well. They're just getting ready to send up new shoots now. Let's see if we can see them down here. So I should have pruned this earlier than than right now. And then we'll thin them out as well because they're very close together in here. So, and I'll weed whack down some of this first growth here and come through. I might use the tilther to take down, a half inch, to mix up a half inch of the soil here and then lay the weed mats down on top of it. I'm not sure. But there's sand in the paths. Over here it's all most compost and decomposed wood chips over time. And the sand is really on the margins where we put up the kennel panels 2 years ago. So if you go back and look in the videos, you can see where Thea and I put these kennel panels up and just modified our western garden plot, because this used to be all vegetables in here. And it used to have a big trellis over here with running what are they? I can't think of the name of our beans that we love so much. And the hummingbirds and the butterflies love them. The name is isn't coming to mind right now. So I've got a couple more plants that I'm going to move over to a couple of the IBC totes, and we'll use these ones for propagating as well, and we'll take it from there. So I don't know, this could be the end of this video, and we may end up having some more excitement throughout the day, especially if the solar eclipse does head this way. But for now, adios. Okay, we got just under 2 hours to the solar eclipse, and as you can see, we got thick cloud cover here. I've set up a camera to try with night lapse and GoPro, trying to look at where the sun will be over the next couple hours. So it'll be about 2 hours from now that it'll be finishing the solar eclipse. And so I'm going to go do some grapple work now with MiniMe and move some of the limbs that I cut off of this tree here and piled up over there, and then go get some more from other locations. So we'll see how things turn out here. Well, that was rather brief, the eclipse. It did get just like it was the middle of the night. Did you see it, hon?
I saw when I was going up the driveway, there was a little parting of a cloud and I saw a crescent.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got to the top of the driveway, it was black.
Yep.
Then the neighbors started with their fireworks.
And other people were doing it, yep.
And all the birds from the north side of Stony Robbie Road flew down here.
There you go.
And
So
then there were clouds.
more
And then
clouds.
it started to get lighter, and then I saw the other side of the crescent.
Oh, I didn't even bother looking up again.
But I put my things on. It was so not bright
Yeah.
that I couldn't see,
Yeah.
you know, through the Walmart $1.95 glasses.
Yeah. Well, maybe the clouds will clear up now.
Well, I'll save it just in case we live 400 years.
Okay, so that was our once in a lifetime. Might happen again in 365, 375 years from now, but
Well, when we're reincarnated, then we maybe will see it, right?
there you go. So, got some work done. We had a nightfall in the middle of the day, and that's about it. And the temperature did really drop as well. All right, folks.
The peepers were peeping across in the pool across the street.
All right, folks. Take care and stay safe.
See you later, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.